on to our main event. So let's bring him out, our referee for this match, and you've seen how badly he dances. He is our dancer machine, Mr. Jeffrey!
Yay! I adore our senior referee, Jed Briggs. I do understand why fans have, opinions on referees.
Match, ladies and gentlemen, is for the Target Heavyweight title, and it's scheduled for one fall. Last time out, scheduled for one fall.
One fall.
Introducing first, he's been here a few times. He is our FIP champion. It is Artois.
I'm raw. August. Here he is, ladies and gentlemen, the FIP Full Impact Pro Heavyweight Champion. And my God, has he held the belt for as long as I've known the man, to be completely honest. He came up with a victory on his debut in Target Wrestling in Whitehaven. He was then put in a tag team contest where they came up on the losing side, unfortunately. But he's real, he's raw, his name is August Artois, ladies and gentlemen. That's right, the man who turned down AEW Dark because he does not cancel bookings. They're constant professional. August Artois, who for once will not be putting his FIP championship on the line here in Target. He has earned an opportunity at the Target Heavyweight Championship this evening. That's right, Timothy August Artois. He's real, he's raw, and he's back in Box Arena.
And his opponent, you know him as our champion. He is the class apart of Target Heavyweight Champion,
apart, the Target Heavyweight Champion, none other than Carlisle native Alexander Henry. What a return Alexander Henry made to Target Wrestling a little less than a year ago right here in Box Arena. He had to prove a point to become the Target Heavyweight Champion. He did everything he could possibly do to become the Target Heavyweight Champion, and he is now one of the greatest Target Heavyweight Champions in Target Wrestling history. Alexander Henry soaks up the adulation of his Box Arena crowd. If you could design a professional wrestler, he would look exactly like Alexander Henry is built. Muscle on muscle, around and around. Well, screw you, August Artois. Screw you, man. Screw you. Because I can't wait to see Alexander Henry kick your ass here this evening. That's right. Alexander Henry is incredibly real. And he is waiting for August Artois. Impressive FIP Championship. The lineage of it sits in front of me. The likes of Dean Ambrose, Daniel Bryan have all held this title that sits before me, but the title that is on the line this evening is the Target Heavyweight Championship of the World. That's right, this contest between Auguste Artois and Alexander Henry, just seconds away. Auguste Artois giving me the stylish sunglasses there, very cool looking thing. I don't know if I can pull them off. Let's see. I think I probably look cool in them. No, I think I look cool. I think I look quite cool in them. Oh, oh. I wasn't doing anything. What happened? Auguste Artois in no rush to get this contest started, but he was the one who wanted there to be a belt on the line this evening. He asked for any belt to be on the line this evening here in Box Arena, and he might have bitten off a little bit more than he can chew when he was handed the opportunity at the Target Heavyweight Championship in a contest against Alexander Henry. And Box Arena do love the class apart Alexander Henry. Auguste Artois gathers his breath, gathers his thoughts, gathers the feeling of the mat. And here we go. Two heavyweight champions in the ring, one belt on the line, and it's the Target Heavyweight Championship. Alexander Henry with a hellacious throw across the ring, and Auguste Artois bounces off the canvas like he's just been in a car accident. Not sure what Artois was accusing Alexander Henry of in that moment there, but he's got himself back in the ring and he seems to have composed himself once again. Wow, the impact there, the strength of the class apart. Alexander Henry is unmatched here by Auguste Artois. And the class apart gets verbal himself. We all know from experience that Auguste Artois has a lot to say for himself, and maybe he wasn't ready yet. Maybe that's what he's trying to say, is that maybe he wasn't ready yet as he slowly, gingerly rolls back into the ring. Both men in the ring. I think Artois finally about to get himself ready. And probably is ready by now. I would hope so, because the bell went a while ago. Kick to the midsection from Artois. Now takes the head of Henry. Applying a lot of torque. Going to squeeze the eyes of Henry out of his head, but Henry creates the separation, and look at the way that Artois collides with our heavyweight champion. It was like watching a bouncy ball hit the wall. Rubber ball, keep on bouncing back to you. Anyway, back to the action in the ring. Oh, I bet that felt real for Auguste Artois. And his chest will be incredibly raw in the morning if this punishment continues. Henry forcing Artois to his feet once again. And the chest exposed, receives another hellacious chop to the chest. We could accuse our heavyweight champion of enjoying himself at the expense of the American here, as he just chops across the back, just for a little bit of variety. Class apart now, with a head full of steam, comes steaming in with a backsplash. Rolling in again, takes Artois, still standing in the corner, eats another splash. And this is amazing momentum and stamina from the class apart, but the ability of Artois to stay on his feet is just crazy. One more time, and I don't know how many splashes we just saw. That was hellacious, and here we go, cannonball roll. The class apart with every ounce of his body weight behind that. Artois does well to kick out, and the Target Heavyweight Championship stays on the line. Just imagine if the American Auguste Artois actually wins the Target Heavyweight Championship. I mean, when will we ever see it again? I don't know. You know, we do get to see Auguste Artois here quite regularly in Target Wrestling shows, but it is quite sporadic. So if the American was to win the Heavyweight Championship this evening, then, I mean, how much more regularly would we see him? Artois there, using the ropes to his advantage, sending Alexander Henry to the outside. Artois, the only man in the ring. Here comes the Angel of Death, misses all of it. Alexander Henry had that well scouted, and he's enjoying this contest incredibly. So we are on the outside here, and it looks like this match is about to start growing some legs and go for the wonder. Target Heavyweight Championship is on the line. Oh, did you hear that chop? As Artois goes sprawling even further away from the ring up some kind of access ramp here in the cauldron of Box Arena. We've seen Alexander Henry go for a walk a few times in these main events in the past. We've seen him dive off the bar before, but what is it that they've actually got planned here this evening? Well, I'm going to have to raise myself from this table to try and get a good view of what's going on. And it looks like Henry has just slammed Artois to the canvas, although I can't be 100% sure, as my view is quite obscured by a large white pillar. The action finally sprawls into view, and Alexander Henry looks to collect Artois, and he's powered him up for a running power slam, or he might missile him in, straight into the wall. And the class apart showing exactly why he's called the class apart. Jed, our referee, always likes to let these contests go, doesn't ever want to rob the fans of any kind of contest, and he is in no rush to count these men out as they go towards the bar area here. They've got some separation as Artois has got a pint of lager. Artois with a pint of lager looks to swill. Oh, I don't know who ate that beer, but some of it went in Artois' face. And I think some people in the crowd also ate a lot of beer there as well, unfortunately. As the action goes to the other end of Box Arena towards, how is anyone supposed to see what's going on there? I'm completely blinded. I have no idea what is happening at the moment at all. I can't see a single thing as the contest. I'm sure the cameraman hopefully can find a way to the action, because I have no idea what is actually going on back there, as finally the action comes back towards us. And it's Artois on his knees coming back into view. And Artois has been hoisted over a guardrail and takes quite a tumble to the canvas there. It's a hard concrete floor there on the outside, and Artois just felt it as well. Now where is he going? Artois potentially hiding here. And now finally the two men meet again amongst the crowd, and it's Artois that looks to take advantage. Be careful around those guardrails. As the action is finally back to the ringside area, and who's going to eat the turnbuckle? It is Alexander Henry that eats the turnbuckle. Now Auguste Artois looks to take advantage of that punishment. And this contest really did grow legs and went for a wonder there. Fantastically exciting stuff. Don't forget, there's always a ticket link in the description. Look out, here comes the Angel of Death, Artois, with a diving neckbreaker off that top rope and hits a lot of it. Will that be enough to claim the Target Heavyweight Championship? It was close. It was a lot closer than a lot of people here in Box Arena wanted it to be as well. No one here in Box Arena wants Artois to walk away and take the Target Championship back over the transatlantic ocean. But my God, he's making it difficult work for Alexander Henry this evening. Artois does well, drags Henry out and goes for the pin attempt. And Artois, though, is looking visibly frustrated by Henry's resilience. There's a reason Alexander Henry is the Target champion. And part of it is that amazing resilience he does have, the ability to withstand a lot of punishment and still find a way to dig deep and win. Can he do that once again here this evening? Or does Auguste Artois have Alexander Henry's calling card? Henry does well to fight out there. Big punch. Artois goes for the trip, and it's agility as a cat. Look at that. Very clever stuff as he crawls into the camel clutch here. Being applied, both hands under the jaw of our heavyweight champion. And I bet this feels real, and I bet it feels wrong as well for Alexander Henry. Taking a lot of punishment, but fighting back still. The resilience of the heavyweight champion on display once again. Alexander Henry does well to fight back, but Artois playing possum potentially there. Regains the advantage. Suplex. Poetry in motion. Beautiful stuff from Auguste Artois. Will it be enough to win the championship? Alexander Henry does well to kick out once again as he receives a lot of punishment here from Auguste Artois. Artois rips the turnbuckle cushion off the turnbuckle, throws it into the crowd. And now we have that steel exposed turnbuckle, and there is nothing at all Jed Biggs could do about it as the turnbuckle cushion was thrown into the crowd. So that will not be coming back anytime soon. So just the bare steel exposed on that turnbuckle, and once again submission applied by Auguste Artois. Box Arena desperate to see their champion rise, desperate to see Alexander Henry find a way back into this contest. But he won't find it like that, as Auguste Artois does well once again and applies even more punishment, grinding down Alexander Henry once again. This is sleeper hold applied here, and our champion could be fading. Alexander Henry could be going to sleep as that arm is waving, and there is less and less life coming from the body of Alexander Henry. The limbs becoming more lifeless, and the hand is raised. And it falls again, and if it falls one more time, no! Alexander Henry is still alive. He still needs to dig deep within himself to find something here. Elbows to the midsection, and a huge chop from the Classer Park comes steaming in, and like a bus takes Artois off his feet, not once but twice, and the momentum has changed. Wild miss from Artois. Fantastic power from Alexander Henry. That's right. He tries to hit the highest elevation elbow you've ever seen from a jumping start position and misses all of it. Artois has been watching video. He had that one well scouted. Cartwheel into the drop kick, right to the side of the temple of Alexander Henry. His ears will be ringing, and Artois sprawls to the outside. What has he got in mind here as he rests on the apron? Now he's going towards that top rope. Artois, the angel of death, lingering on the top rope. Alexander Henry with amazing power and strength catches Auguste Artois, powers him up onto the shoulders, power slam. Amazing stuff from Henry, and that could be it. Artois digs deep and kicks out. That was incredibly real. Incredibly real. Alexander Henry signals for the end, signals for the package power driver, signals for the class apart to end it. Box Arena want to see the end. The arms are hooked. The class apart. No! Artois somehow wriggles out. He was seconds away from his night being over. And Artois now with Henry up, hits him with the power slam into the pin. So close to the Target Heavyweight Championship, going over the Atlantic Ocean all the way to Florida, but it won't be as long as Alexander Henry can stay in this contest. Both men still down. Alexander Henry gets to his feet, and so does Artois. Each man is in the corner. Oh, look out! Jed Briggs gets a lot of that. And Jed Briggs is down. Our referee is down. Alexander Henry obviously didn't mean for Jed to be involved in that collision. And this is it. Class apart package pile driver. Hits every inch of it. Goes for the pin. Hooks the leg. Bomb. The referee's down. Watch this. It's Exodus. It's Exodus. Exodus making the run in for their American friend, Auguste Artois, the Americans that pretended to be all pally-pally with Target Wrestling, but obviously it was all a coup. Have that, Exodus. The class apart, Alexander Henry does incredibly well to take out Exodus. Oh, low blow from Auguste Artois. He rolls into the pin. No, Jed's back. Surely not. Surely not. Oh, Alexander Henry kicks out. The slowest pin ever. But Jed couldn't help it. The man was suffering from a serious splash attack. But it doesn't matter. Referee Jed Briggs calls an end to Expedus's shenanigans. Sends them packing. Good for you, referee Jed Briggs. But now the attention turns back towards the two men in the ring with the Target Heavyweight Championship still on the line. The FIP Heavyweight Champion Auguste Artois, the challenger, and our champion Alexander Henry, who the steel exposed turnbuckle that we saw earlier now rolls it into the pin. He went into the steel turnbuckle. Artois just noticed what's just happened, and he goes for the pin. Jed still barely has his wits about him. What was that? What was that in front of me there? What just happened? No way. I still can't believe it. I'm in stunned shock and silence. Alexander Henry has just lost the Target Heavyweight Championship to Auguste Artois. Our new Target Heavyweight Champion is none other than Auguste Artois. Unbelievable scenes here in Box Arena. Not the ending that anyone wanted here.
There he goes, Black Artois saving your new champion, Auguste Artois.
A huge victory for Auguste Artois. I knew there was more than 3 members of the Expedus, and I knew that the 3rd member was going to make an impact, and he did. And Expedus have helped Auguste Artois take the Target Heavyweight Championship away from Alexander Henry.
Let's give him a round of applause, please. What a champion he's been for us. Let's give it up for Henry!
Jed, our referee, still worse for wear after what happened. Counted the pin, but he should have known better. The class apart Alexander Henry is beside himself with disappointment. What a way to end things here in Box Arena. What an amazing show we've actually just had. Don't forget to come back, like and subscribe. We'll be back here again next month with more people, and maybe our champion Auguste Artois might turn up. Who knows? Don't forget to like and subscribe.